Feeling stressed about money? Let's talk about how you can fall in love with money and why you must fall in love with money. So, let's do this. Welcome back to another episode of the Your Money, Your Life podcast. I'm your host, Aimee Cerka. Happy Valentine's Day. If you happen to be listening to this on the 14th when this episode drops, or I guess happy Valentine's Day no matter what. But I felt like it was the perfect time to talk about falling in love with your money and if you were stressed about money, because I was looking through my research and some articles that I had saved for inspiration when I was going through today, like planning for this podcast episode. And all I saw was, 7 ways to save money here, or eight ways to save money, or do this to save money, et cetera, et cetera. And while that might be good information for me, like the money coach, even just looking at it, it was overwhelming. And there might be some smart strategy in there, and there is nothing wrong with that. We even talk about some ways to save money here on the podcast and inside the academy, inside Budgeting Simplified. So there's smart strategy there, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to find a way to fall in love with your money. And that obsession with every little cent isn't going to serve you. So, if you're ready to fall in love with your money, I've got a couple things here that I want you to be mindful of. Are you ready? This episode is brought to you by Money Masters Inner Circle Academy. Ready to fall in love with your money? Then I'd love to help you inside Money Masters Inner Circle Academy. The Academy is the 12-month guided experience that blends this step-by-step strategy with the mindset work, the power up you need to finally ditch financial stress and struggle in your personal and business finances. Money doesn't have to be a struggle. You can systematically generate prosperity, create that impact, and make priceless memories with your family that you want to without having to constantly watch the bank account or overwhelm or the burnout of having to work 80-hour plus work weeks, living off of beans and rice, or telling your kids no forever. You're going to have more confidence, more fun, and more profitability using less of your precious time as you step into unstoppable finances and your unstoppable life. In honor of Valentine's Day and the spirit of love, if you enroll by the 20th of 2023, so February 20th, 2023, I'm going to give you a bonus of 1 month of unstoppable support. What that means is you get me in your pocket via Voxer to help you navigate as you dive into things. The hardest thing to do is getting started, and now I'll be right alongside with you every step of the way. To check it out and enroll, simply visit aimeecerka.com/academy, and I'll see you on the inside. Now back to the episode. Okay, the first is your relationship with money. Shocker, right? I know I talk about this all the time, but if you dread checking your bank account or avoid it, then we've got work to do. And like you heard in the sponsorship, I'm giving you a special bonus right now if you decide to enroll in the academy. I am waiting to welcome you in there, and then looking forward to that unstoppable support, like that option to be able to work together when you're just getting started. I'm so thrilled about that, and it's perfect if you're ready to fall in love with your money. But that's the first thing, is your relationship with money. And you might say, like, okay, I've done some work on my money mindset, and that's amazing. But when it comes to your money mindset, like, you never arrive. I'm not done. No one's done. Our minds are very complex, elaborate things. They're amazing creations that God has given us, but we have to continually work on our mindset and improving it. It's an ongoing process. The second thing that I want you to be mindful of is struggle. Like, do you feel like this has to be a struggle? Maybe it's like it has to be hard. It has to take all this time, all this effort to make money. Like, you can't make money with ease, or you have to win the lottery to like not have that struggle. Those extreme things, that's not a health. It goes back to our relationship with money, right? It's not healthy if you feel like you're not any good with money, or if you're not good with numbers. Like, it's just not going to matter. That struggle, that frustration, if you feel it has to be there, then we need to work on that so that you can fall in love with your money. And if you feel like it's a struggle, I am with you. If you've heard my story, we talk all the time about the struggle and going from that struggle to unstoppable, because it doesn't have to be a struggle. You can make money with ease. And in fact, if this is something that you're working on, you can, like, just saying I make money with ease 3 times a day out loud is a very powerful resource to help you kind of, you have to accept it first. Like, there's so many different tools you can have in your toolbox on like working on improving this relationship. And if we go too hardcore too fast, we create what's called cognitive dissonance, which I think we've talked about before. So if it's too big of a jump and your brain doesn't believe it's possible, you're not going to do it. Okay. Like, it's just, you'll self sabotage and we get into all that. So just start with saying, like, it doesn't have to be a struggle 3 times a day out loud if you're feeling that. Okay. The third thing that I wanted to make sure you're being mindful of is being 100% committed. Just like for a successful relationship, both people have to give their 100%. You have to be committed to doing this consistently and long term, not just checking in with your money when tax season hits and you're getting ready to get that refund check, right? We're going to talk about smart things to do with your tax refund money here in just a couple weeks. But those are the 3 things that I would be making sure that I'm mindful of if you are ready to fall in love with your money. And when you fall in love with your money, that's like how we step into the unstoppable. It's not just about the numbers. It's our relationship with money. It's how we feel about money. It's the presence, the energy, the things that come up, they don't bother you anymore. Like Kylie so wonderfully put it last week, she's not scared of her finances anymore. And that's what being unstoppable is about. It's not about that life without struggles. It's about moving forward and having that healthy relationship with your money. You know that money doesn't have to be a struggle, and you have the simple systems in place to be 100% committed. Okay. So, your challenge for today, I want to know which concept, 1, 2, or 3, stood out to you most. Which one are you ready to commit to working on? I can't wait to hear from you. Send me a message on Instagram at Aimee Cerka or shoot me a text 817-969-4653. That's it for now. We'll see you next week on the Your Money, Your Life podcast. Thank you so much for listening to the Your Money, Your Life podcast. Wondering what's next? When you're ready, there are different levels of support that you can use on the path to creating unstoppable finances and your unstoppable life. After all, your finances are unique and your support should be too. Ultimately, we'll create a customized plan to ditch financial struggle for good that works for you, your goals, your priorities, your life. Go to workwithaimee.com to get started with one of our most popular programs, or you can book a Q&A call with me and we'll figure out what your next step should be.